You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Okay, guys, something we have not considered in all of this Brian Flores drama is DeShaun Watson. Randy Watson. DeShaun Watson. His number one place to go was Miami. And in part,
and that trade almost happened at the beginning of the season. It was
sure
close.
Did. Came very close. If it wasn't for the Texans, this trade would have happened. At the last minute, the Texans got wind that they thought that there was going to be a settlement between Watson and the women. And when they got wind of a settlement, the Texans, Nick Caserio decided to raise the asking price. And we're talking about in the last day before the trade deadline.
Yeah, Texans wanted something unreal.
Well,
like 4 number ones or something.
They wanted something unreal, and I think they wanted 3 1s, 2 2s, and a 3 or something like that. But when they got wind that Watson was getting ready to settle with these women, they decided to raise the price in the last 24 hours before the trade deadline. And Miami took a step back and said, we're out, at least for now. Okay. But Watson wanted to go to the Dolphins. He wanted to go there in part because of Brian Flores. Okay. So this firing is interesting from a quarterback standpoint. Personally speaking, I wouldn't want Watson on my team. But this came out of the Houston paper. What Dolphins firing of Brian Flores means for a potential DeShaun Watson trade. When the Dolphins made the controversial decision to fire Brian Flores on Monday, they might have shaken up the DeShaun Watson trade talks for everyone. It's been no secret that Watson's preferred trade destination has always been Miami. But according to the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, Flores, quote, was a significant reason why DeShaun Watson wanted to be in Miami. Now that Flores is gone, the Texans may reap the benefits as it could encourage Watson, who has a no-trade clause in his contract that gives him veto power on the deal, to open up his trade options. Watch out for the Carolina Panthers there. Dolphins owner Stephen Ross, who reportedly was close to agreeing to a deal for Watson before the November trade deadline, was asked Monday's press conference if he still intended to pursue Watson in a trade this offseason, even with Flores gone. Ross said he'll leave that up to the next head coach. That's interesting because you got a general manager down there. Quote, I have no plans. It will be up to the head coach in terms of what he does with the quarterback. As I said before, I have a lot of confidence in Tua, but it's really going to be dependent on the next head coach and the direction he wants to take the position. If Watson thought the process is no longer Miami or bust, that opens the door for other interested parties. And there are absolutely other interested parties. New Orleans Saints would love to be in on DeShaun.
I believe so.
They Denver Broncos
feel like they're a quarterback away.
The Denver Broncos would love to be in on DeShaun Watson if Aaron Rodgers decides to stay in Green Bay. There's another little tidbit here. If this is how much that Flores firing could affect the league as a whole. If Aaron Rodgers decides to leave and go to Denver, which is what we thought he wanted, do the Green Bay Packers get in on DeShaun Watson all of a sudden for a potential replacement for Aaron Rodgers? Okay. So there's going to be fallout everywhere. Okay. Everywhere over Brian Flores getting fired if Deshaun Watson decides that is his true hinge that he had on wanting to go to Miami anyway. So a lot of things, and not only that, but it actually affects things that's already happened. Because, the Niners tried to get Watson.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Watson.
Yep.
And when he didn't want to go to San Francisco, that's when they decided to trade everything they ever had in life for Trey Lance. So there's been all kinds of fallout, and then this could cause a bigger issue. He wanted to go to Miami. Now we'll have to wait and see if that's something. I will say this. MW says, Packers fan here, we don't want Watson. I would be very interested to see, is Green Bay a conservative area? Do we know? Green Bay, Wisconsin?
It's a very small town area. That's all I really know about Green Bay.
Well, I know that franchise feels very family-oriented up there. In light of how Watson's case is going, would the fan base want Watson? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Green Bay is so much different, than Houston, Miami. It's actually pretty much the only NFL city that's still in a small town. And I really don't know. I really don't know. But wait, right here.
Oh.
So yes, it is a conservative area.
Billy Batson makes a point. There is some real rumblings that David Culley may not keep his job in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, and David Culley is acting like he's still going to be there. That's going to be not a lot of people talking about that.
Well, there's also another hinge, a little connection. Nick Caserio was part of the player personnel department in New England, where Brian Flores came from. See, guess what? All of a sudden, they could fire David Culley, hire Brian Flores, and Deshaun Watson doesn't want to go anywhere. Think about that a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
But I'm wondering, though, do Texans fans still want Deshaun Watson, considering he's made it pretty clear he doesn't want to be there? So they may actually feel betrayed.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.